you cannot handle real work, reality talk, 80+ language, simply skip the video.
So, for today, vlog number, we already, I think 11, maybe 12. Anyway, today's training was the same like the previous calisthenics routine, and like always you can get access to the Google Sheet so you can see what I'm doing. And on TikTok from Thursday I'm going to explain over there, because tomorrow I'm gonna train some other people. And for myself, I will do tomorrow just 12 rounds, 3 minutes on the back. Not too crazy, just to get that and keep that lean physique. And that's what I want. And the calisthenics is more or less, yeah, and those long muscles that makes you also look more lean, I think. And like I said, you know, I'm 174 meter. I don't know what it is in inches, in case you're watching from the USA. And by the way, if you didn't subscribe yet or hit the notification bell, just push it. So today calisthenics is finished. As you know, I'm doing this every day if you watch the previous videos. At the moment we're in the beautiful Rakowski Stadium. I know what some people might think, and by the way, I see this vlogging thing is pretty new for me, since only 12 days or 11 days. Now this is 11, I think it's 12, and I'm very sorry, but 11 of 12. And I gave myself, and like with each video I'm also giving you a little bit an update about how my thoughts and my working structure and the content itself need to improve, because that's what we're aiming for. And also had to make it more snappy, also not so long anymore, because that's what I also mentioned before, because last Saturday's video I'm just pum and just the whole day without putting other people their faces on the camera, like always. That's also gonna change. I'm already talking with some people. From today I'm gonna start adding B-rolls. So now the working structure of shooting the videos, editing and distributing is pretty much in place, and everything will also be in a so-called SOP file placed, a standard operation procedure file. I will also give access to that one. I have to write it, and the format is at the moment like intro, a little bit the calisthenics thing, asking people to subscribe, because I need those subscribers, I need you guys. And what else? Oh yeah, always a book recommendation that I would think, yeah, you can spend even 15 minutes on them, so it's quick and easy to digest, and it actually provides a lot of value, and it might improve your life. It's never gonna hurt you to spend 5 minutes on a book instead of, no, not instead of watching my videos, but instead of watching other people's videos. So that's another thing. A little bit walking around while I'm saying all kind of things that I bumped in today. I need to solve a little bit of problem in Malta, so that's also something. And in the meantime, I'm just showing you the Rakowski Stadium. 16 years ago was my first time over there. Yeah, and there's a lot of trees, as you can see. Oh yeah, I want to say something about the camera view. This is a GoPro 4, you know, which I bought incredibly cheap from a pawn shop. But it only has wide view, but it's incredibly handy to film stuff. That will also be improved, by the way. As the moment that I get more comfortable with everything, I will start using my phone to film myself. But it is very quick and easy, and that is pretty much the reason why I love to film with this one. And when it's about surroundings, see, now I can actually do a little bit of film with the phone, and now we'll use a B-roll vision of I put a B-roll on it. So I'm always to get back to the video format, I go back. Oh no, I'm gonna end the video now every day. The last two videos I already did with a thought, so you can go to bed or go to work with a different, perhaps a different perspective on life, but also take a closer look at the people around you, so you might prevent a lot of pitfalls and headache and perhaps heartbreak and all the dumb stuff that I did in bulk. Anyway, let's move. I'm gonna do a little shoot around with the phone because I don't think that you see it very clearly, in case you're interested, and otherwise you just fast forward. Ciao for now. So the Rakowski Stadium over there, the Vitisja mountain. And if you ever want to come to the Rakowski Stadium, you can just walk in. Over there is another calisthenics spot, and you can get in from over there, over the thing, and you can get in from here. And what I also always say, you can find the location on my Google Maps profile. The link is in the description. Well, there was a little tour. I think this view is better on the phone. I'm using a DJI stick, which I once had as a present from a friend of mine from Austria/Slistra, but he's not responding anymore. Don't know why. Maybe he's in jail or somewhere else, I don't know. If you watch this video, just let me know where you are. How are you doing? At the moment, I'm over here in wow, South Park. We actually used to live over there, so very close to the South Park. You know, all my videos are going to be very rough and raw, but I'm getting closer to, you know, increasing the workflow of the editing. But today it's actually vlog number 12, and I'm gonna be honest, at this very moment, and it can change within a, let's say, 30 minutes, I'm used to that, but at this moment I am a little bit brain dead. I do have those moments that I'm really brain dead, that I really don't even know if I would go left or right. Should I eat or not eat? So that's how far I'm actually pushing it with everything until I reach that point. And when I reach that point, I usually solve that little problem with eating something fat. So that's what I'm actually thinking to do, but I'm thinking where to do it. And I'm considering now to go to Paradise Mall, but like this yesterday, it was so incredibly busy, and I need to somehow gather my thoughts a little bit and then go full throttle again. But I think I need a little bit fuel. So that is now what I'm gonna do. So again, this is the South Park. You don't have to visit my Google Maps profile for that, but if you're anywhere in Google Maps, just add me in case you come to Sofia. Also, I have locations, I think, still from Plovdiv. I lived also on the seaside, or actually I have to say we, but that is with one of my exes. So yeah, so this is a very honest, now at the moment, state of mind. I'm brain dead, and I'm gonna solve that, and that needs to be solved ASAP. No time to mess around, fuck around, or just take care of business. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and I'm considering even to go to the Iliansi market to shake some hands on the, it's you could say it's a big Chinese market, but there are a lot of Bulgarians also, so it's a mix of very nice people and a lot of products and a lot of busy movement about people who do business. You know, they do their best. So it's a very vibrant place that I sometimes, when I'm brain dead, I also usually love to go to the mall. But when, like yesterday in Paradise Mall, it was so of mall paradise, however you want to say it. The thing is, or however, I really don't know. But the thing is, when it's so incredibly busy in a huge mall like that, there's so many people you don't want to know. And maybe you want to know, but I cannot really put the camera in people their faces. So where am I gonna go? I'm gonna figure out some stuff like a little bit quick food, and not something like a burger or, you know, easy quick food, and then I feel even worse afterward. Not that I feel bad, but then I feel guilty, and that is a mental torture. When I feel guilty about something, it's a mental torture for me. And in general, burgers or a quick döner, and when it's about the döners here in Sofia, with all the respect for all the people who try to do some business, but whoa, there are places the döners are so incredibly salt, you're gonna wake up screaming in the morning. Now yeah, that's maybe a little bit exaggerated, but once I had a freaking döner in a place, tastes great, I cannot deny that, but the next day I thought, whoa, I feel like fucking poisoned, you know. So, and if I would buy a döner, which I do maybe a few times a year, then I would definitely, by the way, I'm gonna show you also a little bit the environment. I'm gonna walk a little bit next to the road, so we're gonna go a little bit nature, a little bit nature view. It's also maybe good for my for my mind, because also when it's about the calisthenics today, again, you know, I was actually thinking just to do 12 rounds on the boxing thing outside. You just actually relax, not to go totally nuts on the thing, just to keep. And I'm always, see, if you also see the TikTok videos, always really considered about how I hit the thing. You know, I'm not swinging it around like a wild baboon. You know, when you see some videos of those people, you know, they go totally nuts, but they're only fragments. You know, I do like that, but you know, I like everything what I do is pretty much for focused on endurance, long, you know. So if I, for example, do 12 rounds of 3 minutes, sometimes I do 5-minute rounds, and just to have that extra topping of above other people, when things go totally nuts or banana, you know, I'm not gassing out, and that is also something. And it looks very nice to go totally nuts, you know, a lot of views, which I probably also will do once, just to get a little bit more views, because it's true, it looks better, you know, it's totally true, no denial about that. But yeah, so that is actually my reason for everything: runs, calisthenics, calisthenics for longer muscles. Because if you go to the gym, you know, when you do your arm curls, I don't know all those special names for it. The thing is, arm curls, triceps, you know, you get very short muscles. And this is also what I noticed, because I had a little bit of period in the past that I went to the gym. But you go, for example, and I went to the gym and I took maybe a 1 week off. Everything is gone. Everything was simply gone again. And that is the thing also with calisthenics, it stays long, because I did once a test also. 1 week I didn't do anything, and everything was still, and to be very honest, maybe I had the time to recover a little bit, it even got, let's say, better. And that's the what I love about calisthenics, because when you also do a pull-up, I visualize everything from and when I do a pull-up, everything is, I visualize that my toes are, you know, pointing downstairs. I'm feeling, you know, I'm stretching everything. It's not like I'm trying to do as fast as possible and tell everybody I can do 50,000 pull-ups, and then in the end there's no result. I do believe that there is much faster result in a shorter amount of time, and it's logic, but the thing is that when you really static, and today I did it very slow, the pull-ups, very slow dips plus knee raises, forward lunges with very stretched legs, focusing and visualizing also the muscles. And again, that is big. Again, I didn't listen to music because I really want to focus on what is happening, you know, really visualizing your ass, your legs, your calves, your feet, everything. Keep your back straight, and like this you can shape up pretty fast. And like I said, I'm gonna start with the YouTube explanation. I really want to explain my stuff. And again, a disclaimer, I'm not claiming anything about that I'm a nutritionist, a personal trainer, although I train a lot of people. But my level, you know, for me, number one is my brain needs to work in a high speed level and on a consistent straight line. And by the way, actually, when I started this clip I said I'm brain dead, but it seems when I just start talking then I can say something that makes sense, right? So follow me on TikTok, because on Thursday then I'm gonna start doing the explanations. And then actually I'm also even considering to do it in chronological order, but that would take me some scheduling time. And then but okay, let's see. For now I need to go eat. I also need to pee somewhere, which is relative easy. And what a piece, huh? Over there you got the city, and over here, boom, that's Sofia. And also everything is very fast reachable with, you know, we had a car in the past, but you know, it's so incredibly easy now these days, because in the old days there was no subway. Yeah, it's insane. And not only that, I was also not in a position to do everything from the phone, so that is also the difference. And that is totally also a whole different way of living now, because at that time we had to rebuild everything. Anyway, ciao for now. I'm gonna find me some to eat, I think, some nuts. I'm eating a lot of nuts. When it's about nuts, I'm also what is the name? Oh yeah, almonds. And for 4 lever you got over here, I think, 200 grams of almonds. And yeah, they're very healthy. Anyway, oh no, the other one, walnuts. And the thing about walnuts, it's good for your brain activity. I'm gonna buy walnuts. There is one very nice nuts store in that corner, and that's where I'm going. I'm gonna buy nuts. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're out for now. Ciao for now, and here we go. So like I said, I will do a little bit more B-rolls. I just got a very nice message from a person. I'm gonna show it over here, and that's it. Very quickly. Now I'm getting in another bus. I'm at the moment in Gotcha-Delchif, neighborhood Gotcha-Delchif. And the thing is, yeah, very happy with it. Some people show appreciation. Love it. Okay, ciao for now. I need to get in a bus. I go to Lulen and we'll see. So I'm gonna keep this vlog today very short as possible, in my best way possible. So this is the thing. I'm gonna end always with a last thought, and the thought is, and also keep this in mind if you see this kind of videos for the first time, it's not about telling how bad people are or whatever, but if you're a person of interest, a person of high level energy, a person who wants to do more than just knock somebody up, get a fucking mortgage, and die and do a 9 to 5 in between, and that's the whole fucking thing. So if you're already offended, then click away. You shouldn't even watch this. But what I want to say, and there's another thing, for example, you want to grow, you want to change. So for example, when people, and I always mention things of real life, normal people with normal families, quote unquote normal families, also think about this. I mentioned this before. Normal people, they want more than they actually take action upon. So, very simple example: when they get married, they hire strippers. If not, it will burst out anyway. Or you have a bag of potatoes as boyfriend or as girlfriend. Sounds very horrible, but if you take a hot woman and you let it go, she will go. If you do it, if it's the other way around, you are hot, she is not, and it works the same. In the end, we're all animals, but some animals use their brain and understand a little bit more about life, and I want to share this kind of stuff. So it's a very simple example what most people, many people tell me, people with normal families, quote unquote normal families, remember what I said, they always tell me, Dylan, I'm so happy now, why don't you get a couple of children? Think about what I said. Think about the amount of details that are missing. People who would really let's say, wish you a family, they would say, why don't you get a very nice woman with this and this kind of character and this, and then a woman that fits your character. You understand? They would actually tell you how to find a woman with the character. Do you work on your life designs? By the way, when it's about life designs, see, for me, I live in a state of mind of abundance. I don't have to lock one woman, and it's also when it's about women. They all know. I'm not saying now you're mine. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. Let's knock each other up, and then we bond to each other. No, I'm not like this. This sounds very horrible, probably in most people their ears, but that's how I, at the moment, stand in life. And like I also said before, you know, the amount of women, but this is also something what I said before, you know, the amount, let's say it like this, girls in general, how much choice they have these days. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. And you also don't want to constantly check each other's phone or whatever. Anyway, people who tell you why don't you take a family or whatever, they just try to force their little life upon you, and especially when you're 35 or whatever. I'm 46. Yeah, I'm dating women that are half my age, or at least 10 years younger than me. The thing is, do you think that I really, and this is not about, oh my god, Alan, you're everything, no, but I also don't feel the urge about so-called feeling happy, because I know there is abundance of everything. Yes, maybe one day I will find the one, but we all understand, especially when you're on a high level of energy, high level of want to help people, high level of growth, then you will understand that there is way much more beyond the woman that you find in your village, the one that you find in your city or in your neighborhood. There is so much more. And also, when people tell you something like this, I always know, with some people I don't even counter, because it doesn't even matter anymore. But I'm just saying, don't let yourself going off the fucking track because of normal people tell you you have to do this, you have to do that. If you feel you not belong to one person, then don't fucking do it. You know, simply don't fucking do it. And I know always, I've been for longer terms with one woman, but with several ones. But the thing is, now I found this is for me peace. I also, all my exes, they all know I never said, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. They always got out to the clubs. When I had the people in the entertainment business, I always said, do whatever you want, but be honest about it. There's a limit about how when people are strippers and that kind of stuff. I always said, don't have sex with your clients. You know, that's the only thing. Do they lie? Do they cheat? Doesn't matter. The thing is, I know what I did, straightforward, and that's why I live this kind of life. But people who lie and cheat, well, you will find out how they're gonna live their life. They always need to get into distractions somehow, and I could build a whole stack of what I learned from the past, but let's keep it like this. Don't let yourself get off track by people. Also, another thing, and then I'm gonna stop this so-called rant, and then today's vlog is done. When people say this, think about how many men, women did they actually do, so they can actually make a really good decision from, yeah, this is the one. And it's not about kissing a little bit in the club or whatever. It's also not by fucking once in a while here and there. No, it's about connecting. You know, with who did they connect? What's the level of fucking standards? The level of people that they actually did. And then you can say, oh yeah, you really found the one. I don't believe, and I'm saying this straightforward, I don't believe in that the people meet each other when you're 16, you know, and then you're all in love, and then it works out till the end. Maybe that's a unicorn thing, and that's not gonna happen these days anymore. And I'm not trying to talk bad over here, but if you live in some kind of village far away from the internet and everything, maybe you don't have a choice anymore. But trust me. And there's another thing. Hot women who say that they now want to settle down, they just want to claim somebody getting knocked up. Oh, there's this talk, but it's the truth. I know several beautiful previous beautiful women, and then they let it go. The man let it go. But then, if you really think about what's gonna happen afterwards, it's simply, you know, you produce another human being. So you're gonna let it go, he's gonna let it go, she's gonna let it go, everybody lets it go. What do they see? Think about it. It's not only about you and me, and nothing is about me, nothing is about you. What is coming next? And are you just settling? And if you really look around, there are some trees over here. Do they also settle? They keep on fucking growing. Anyway, we're gonna close it for today because I want to move on a little bit. I'm also a little bit brain dead, and I want to meet some people. Ciao for now.